Okay, so I can do it this way?
Yep.
You just see my shirt?
It would be nice if we could see your face. But,
Alright. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So how do you record? Is it recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be editing it.
Thanks. That's what it was.
Why don't we currently have a mascot?
Okay, should I talk to you or
You can talk to whatever. If you want to talk to her, you can.
do I talk to you?
Okay.
Why don't we have a mascot? Would you like a PowerPoint of what I did when I did my presentation about the whole history of the mascot, or you
That's
just
fine.
want a kind of a brief summary?
We could do both. I don't
Okay. Well, way back when, when the school district was made a school district, they came up with the name Rangers, and that came from the city, the town of Forest Lake, Forest and Lake, Forest Rangers. So the original definition of the Forest Lake Ranger was of a woods, kind of like a policeman of the woods, whatever. Well, that was back, um, say the 30s, 40s, when they decided to go out and put a picture to this. There was nothing that connotated a forest ranger. So they got a cowboy, because cowboys were prevalent around the country. So that's what they went with up until late 90s. And at that time, the district's administrators, superintendent, principals said, "That's not what we are. This is," and I don't know how deep they went into it, but they said, "We don't want to use the cowboy." So they went on this kind of process to say, what should the mascot be? And Mr. Miron, who's one of the ag teachers. Hold on, I'll be right there. Was in that senior class. And they did this whole big survey on what do you want the mascot to look like, and it's kind of what we did early on in the year. Nobody really wanted to change from the horse, but that was a foregone conclusion that that's what was going to happen. So anyway, what they ended up doing was hiring a company to do kind of a new logo thing about it. And what it ended up being was this R. I don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen the R? Yeah.
With the star.
Yeah. Yep. And it's supposed to be like an F and an L. Looks like an R. I still don't see the R or the F and the L. And then they had this Rangers with trees thing. And I mean, we still have that in a couple places, but we don't use the R anymore. So we went back to the FL. So when I got here, and so that's where we've been ever since. So getting back to your question, we don't have a mascot because we haven't come to an agreement about what it should look like. The other thing is convincing people that it's not the cowboy and the horse. It is a forest ranger type person.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting to that point of getting people, okay, fine, we'll do that, but what's it going to look like? So now we're in that process of what is it going to look like, and what can we do with that? And we've got some great ideas regarding like a ranger station. Comes up over the trees and they look for fires and stuff like that. There's one going out to Linwood that comes up over the trees. So something like that, and then some ideas have come up. Well, could we put something like that out on the football field? So when there's a touchdown or something, there's a big siren.
Kind of like
the Wild. The same thing. Do something in the gym like that.
Yeah.
Do something in the arena. So now people are starting to think, okay, so if you're going to make us go this way, what are we going to do? The question is, what does the person look like? Does it need to be a boy and a girl, or a man and a woman? Can it be just one gender? Can we still incorporate the horse? And my philosophy is, yeah, they use horses too. So it's evolved to the point of right now we've got ideas from students, alumni, and we do have they did bring in a kind of a advertising graphic designer person that has taken all this stuff, and that's kind of what she's working on right now. So I think before the end of the year we're going to have something, and it's a matter of do we vote on it? Do we say nope, that's not what we want? You know, that kind of thing. So
Okay. Do you have any idea what the mascot would be right now?
there's been questions: should it be a person, or should it be like a cartoon? And then the other thing is what, and does it need to be a person, or can it be like this ranger station um, as the symbol, and then you build around that. And some people said make it a bear, like Smokey the Bear. And then it's kind of like, well, we've got White Bear Lake, and we want to be different in that respect. So, so no, there's not a clear idea of what it looks like yet.
Okay. Would money be an issue for a mascot?
Mm-mm.
Did we ever have a mascot in the past?
There was in the 60s and 70s. I don't know if a person was dressed up. I'm sure there was people dressed up as cowboys. But there was a big, I've seen a picture of it. It was a plywood cowboy that when you're down in the gym, coming out of the locker rooms, the doorways there,
Yeah.
his legs were on each side of the doorway, but it went all the way up to the ceiling. So it was this big, huge plywood cowboy, and they'd set that thing up. And what I understand is during a game at one point, it fell and fell onto the court. So nobody got hurt, but they said that's enough of that, so they got rid of it. So.
Could we have someone dress up like one?
Yeah. If that's the route we go,
Okay.
definitely.
We actually took a poll of people, and I kind of abbreviate some of it, but we have ravens, a brown bear, a lynx, a lion, a ranger, and then a centaur.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So change the name completely. Is that what you're thinking?
We didn't.
Some people are thinking that.
We asked a whole bunch of people what they thought, and that's what we got.
Wow. Okay.
And then we took I think there's five of the best ones, and centaur was in there.
The other thing I was thinking about, and maybe I mean, in my mind, if we can't agree on a person, I was thinking something like the Minnesota Wilds logo, where it is the trees and the water coming in, but it is some sort of animal head. And could you do something like that with the like a ranger station or some kind of, I don't know, but that's kind of what I thought too. So I gave it to the lady to think about. I think that'd be kind of cool too if we could come up with that if nobody can agree. So.
Which one of ours is your favorite? Just so we can narrow it down.
Is the centaur a? Yeah, that's pretty good. So that'd be the mascot.
That's what so far everyone else likes it, and I don't know. We need to pick one thing for our
Okay.
group.
Well, the question that comes up would we be the Forest Lake Centaurs, or would be this Forest Lake? If it's the Rangers, and we would talk about a mascot, and you don't like the person, I guess I'd go with the bear.
The grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Hi.
Have a few minutes.
Yeah. After. Just hang on.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
And then, is there any other information?
We are in, because this is the 100th graduating class, they do want to have something put together before the end of the year. So we are kind of moving forward towards something. I'm not sure what it looks like yet. So, but there'll be more get-togethers with people that they'll put out for. So if you guys want, it's important to go at least listen. So.
One thing I was thinking about is having it be a ranger. Like, it doesn't have much school spirit in it. It's
Right.
like people still dress up in the cowboy
Yeah.
theme.
Yeah.
But if it was the rangers, like, how exactly? Like, there's not much
There's been pictures that I've seen that that's kind of a hat, It's not a cowboy hat, but it's a.
Yeah.
And somebody said, like Smokey the Bear's a good one because he's got the hat. It's an animal. That's the number one question is what does it look like and how can you get people to rally around it? And if you can't get people to rally around it, then there's no point in doing it. So, I think there's still open for ideas and suggestions. But I think we're still going to hang tight on, that this is what the Ranger is, and that's, it wasn't us that decided, it was people that came before us, so we want to uphold that. And that's something to be said for tradition and, history. So. And then you can, I'm not swaying you one way or another, but you can look at like Cretin-Derham Hall, Hastings, and Roseville. They're all the Raiders, and not one of them has the same look. Hastings has a buccaneer kind of guy. Roseville has some sort of animal, and then Cretin-Derham Hall has stars. So
do you think we could do something with that? Like we could still be the Forest Lake Rangers, but our mascot could be a centaur.
somebody was saying what would be, in this day and age, they kept using words like, what are some words to describe, strong, cutting edge, things like that. And so what does that look like? I don't know. But if you have something you're thinking, somebody might want to put a centaur out there, throw it out there.
It's
So,
really popular.
Yeah.
Logo.
if you got a picture of it, yeah, because I'll take it and show it to the lady.
Cool beans.
So,
Thank you.
yeah.
I think we're done.
Well, good luck. You can wait me out as much as you need